where nightmares come to life and the shadows have stories to tell. If you're brave enough to stick around, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because you never know when the next story will creep up on you. Now, settle in, turn down the lights, and get ready for a journey into the unknown. This is Campfire, where fear has a voice.
I don't know why I'm writing this down. Maybe because I need to get it out of my head. Maybe because if I don't, I'll start to wonder if it even happened. When I was a kid, our trailer park backed up against a thick stretch of woods. Not the kind you go hiking in. It's the kind you don't go into. Not after dark. Not ever. Everyone in our neighborhood knew about the blue-eyed monster. It was one of those tales passed down from older kids to younger ones, from parents to toddlers. Come inside when the streetlights flicker. Stay where I can see you, or the blue-eyed monster will get you. We used to joke about it, daring each other to stay out past dusk. None of us really believed it. At least, not until Peter West disappeared. Peter was just a little younger than me, 7, maybe 8, scrawny. Always with the scab knees and a Kool-Aid mustache. That night, we'd been playing baseball with a battered old bat and a half-flat ball until the sun dipped below the trees and the woods turned black. I remember the way the shadows stretched, swallowing up the trailers and the gravel roads. Everything looked different when the sun went down. The woods seemed to lean closer, the ground colder, and the air heavier. Just one more inning, said Peter. We were all backing away, already hearing our moms hollering from porches. But Peter stayed. He was always the last to quit anything. Always had to be the brave one. I glanced back once, just once, and I saw him standing there at the edge of the woods, grinning, being brave. And behind him, deeper in the trees, I thought maybe in my imagination, I saw 2 blue lights. They weren't flashlights. They weren't fireflies. They were eyes. Bright. Unnatural. Cold. Peter was gone by morning. The police combed the woods for days. Helicopters, dogs, volunteers from town. Grown-ups muttered about kidnappers and drifters. Everyone locked their doors a little earlier after that. Everyone kept their kids a little closer. But nobody said it out loud. We all knew what happened. We had seen the eyes, too. They put Peter's picture everywhere. On the windows of the gas station, on the bulletin board at school, even on milk cartons. A scrawny kid with a crooked smile and a Kool-Aid mustache, frozen in time. As if somehow, if enough people stared at his face, he might come back. I remember sitting at lunch one afternoon, staring at a milk carton with Peter's face on it. I couldn't eat. I couldn't even talk. All I could think was that I had been the last one to see him, just before he vanished into the dark. I never told anyone about the blue eyes in the woods. None of us did. We were too scared. Not of some stranger, but of what we all knew deep down. The blue-eyed monster had taken him. After Peter disappeared, everything changed. Kids stopped playing outside after dark. Porch lights stayed on all night. Whispers traveled through the park, growing with every retelling. The blue-eyed monster was no longer just a story to scare kids. It was real. It had a name. And it had a face. I was the last one who saw it. I grew up. I moved into a trailer of my own just down the street from where I grew up. I married my childhood girlfriend. She had a little boy already, and I adopted him, like he was one of my own. His name is Kyrie. Sometimes I wonder if staying here was a mistake, like tempting fate to come back and finish what it started. When Kyrie acts up, I find myself repeating the same warnings my mom once gave me. Inside my dusk, listen to your mom. The blue-eyed monster's still out there. I say it with a smile, trying to sound playful. But deep down, there's a part of me that means every word. He laughs the way that we used to. Sometimes, late at night, I catch myself staring out the window toward the woods, watching, waiting, listening to the wind sigh through the trees, wondering if the woods remembered me too. The thing is, I don't think the blue-eyed monster ever left. Maybe it never will. Tonight, just as the sun dipped low and the cicadas started their evening song, there was a knock at the door. At first I thought it must be one of Kyrie's friends, some kid looking for a sleepover. But when I opened the door, no one was standing there on the porch. Instead, I saw a small figure further down the entryway, standing at the edge of the gravel driveway, facing away from me. "Hello?" I called. The figure didn't move. I stepped onto the porch, my heart slowing. The last light of the sun barely clinging to the sky. "You okay, kid?" I asked. Slowly, the figure turned around, his movements stiff, unnatural, like a puppet on invisible strings. It was Peter West. Same baseball cap, same ripped jeans, same Kool-Aid smile. But it's 30 years later.
"Can Kyrie come play?"
He asked, voice small and hollow, like it was coming from somewhere deep inside of him. I couldn't breathe. My mind went blank. I took a step closer, and that's when he looked up at me. His eyes glowed blue. He smiled wider. I slammed the door. I don't know what to do now. He's still standing out there, just standing in the driveway, watching. I'm writing this down, so if something happens to me, if something happens to Kyrie, someone will know the truth. The blue-eyed monster is real. Was it always Peter? Or did the monster just wear his face? I sit here, heart pounding, staring at the door. Another knock. Soft. Slow. Closer this time. Then, through the door, a muffled voice.
Can Kyrie come play?
Then another knock. Harder.
Can Kyrie come play?
The voice sounded wrong now. Wet, broken, hungry. I don't know how much longer I can keep him out.
Can Kyrie come
If tonight's story left you with a lingering chill, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone you know who loves a good thrill. Until next time, stay vigilant and keep the fire burning. Campfire is a Stonegate creative production and was created by Michael D. Goff, Audrey Goff, and Aaron McCulloch. For more information, visit stonegatecreative.com.